Welcome back to Hannity. Outgoing Attorney General Eric Holder made a shocking claim yesterday when he reflected on his tenure as America's top cop. Let's take a look.
Would you give me a sense of what you think your biggest failure has been during your time here?
I think the inability to pass reasonable gun safety laws after the Newtown massacre is, for me, something that I take personally as a failure, and something that I think we as a society should take as a failure.
Here with reaction, author of the brand new book, Hands Off My Gun, Defeating the Plot to Disarm America, Dana Loesch. You reminded me we met one other time, but I didn't remember because I was thinking, oh, Dana's in studio for the first time.
Well,
it's
you're
great
Sean
to have
Hannity.
you.
You're busy.
No,
it's understandable.
no. I didn't mean it that. We were actually we're doing a speech together this weekend.
That's right, this Saturday, and then next week we're in Orlando.
And that's right. Are you going to Jacksonville too?
I think so. No, not Jacksonville because it's Halloween. I got to get back for the kids.
Well, forget that. We'll just dress up as a Democrat. That'll help.
I don't want to terrify the children.
Yeah, that's the whole point. For years, Democrats went after our guns.
Yeah.
Now they're more afraid because politically, the American people don't want to give up their gun rights.
No, they don't, and that's why it's never passed federally. I always call Dianne Feinstein like the Puxatawny Phil of gun control, because she comes out every 5 years and she displays these assault weapons on the table and she says that they're going to ban them. Well, it didn't happen last time, and so it's a seasonal thing. So now they've decided to refocus. They're getting close, Sean. They're refocusing to fast food places. They still haven't figured out that Kroger doesn't legislate.
Well, we have our Ebola czar, who's responsible for the big gulp ban in New York, which is absurd. Right. Look, there are some women. There's a cover of your book. We'll put it up. Yeah. There you are. I don't know, what are you holding, an AR?
My AR-15.
Okay, you're holding an AR.
My assault weapon.
I have about a half a dozen of them.
Yeah?
Okay.
I have several.
I have a full gun collection. It took me 3 years to get a gun carry permit in New York, and I've had a lot of death threats.
3
long years. And you have to prove that you need it. I think I'm one of 1,500 people. That's all that they granted a permit to.
That has a carry permit.
In New York.
That is an infringement. That's an absolute infringement. In Missouri, when I purchased my firearms, I went in, I did a background check, and I walked out with it.
See, liberals think we're nuts because we believe in self-defense.
That's right.
I'm also big into martial arts.
We don't believe in outsourcing our self-defense. That's the other thing. I mean, the average response time for 911 is 20 minutes.
Good luck.
That's 20 minutes that I don't want to gamble with my children's lives or mine.
It's an easy fix. All right, so the election's coming. We've got a great lineup tonight. We have Mark Levin, Mark Stein, Ann Coulter, Governor Palin, and you are a very popular conservative. I'm looking at this year as I want to plug up the hole in the boat because America's beginning to sink.
Yeah, I agree
Worst
with that.
case scenario, if Republicans get control of the Senate, the president's horrible agenda stops. The best case scenario is maybe Republicans get a backbone and a vision, and maybe they could do some good things.
This is it's a double-edged sword. I'll say this. I dislike Harry Reid as Senate Majority Leader more than I dislike any other Republican that is running in any race.
Good way to put it.
I cannot have that man controlling the Senate calendar anymore, and that's really ultimately what is at stake. But here's the problem. Say we are successful, and we are able to get the Senate. We have Republican majority in the Senate, Republican majority in the House. What happens if they suck out loud, Sean? What happens if they're really bad? You're paving the way in 2016 for, heaven forbid, Elizabeth Warren or Hillary Clinton.
What I'm afraid is,
so we have to hold them accountable.
I expect in a lame duck session, the president's going to move forward with executive amnesty. I think in the lame duck, we're all going to find out after the election how much our health care rates are going to be. And I don't think the president's as committed to degrading and destroying ISIS as he says. And I think we'll learn that after the election.
No, I know it's going to be like a box of chocolates.
Life is like thanks a lot.
After the election.
Are there people that you like? Is there anybody that really stands out? Because you're an outspoken conservative.
Right.
There are people that I really like. Like Ted Cruz. I can't believe he was thrown down the stairs by his fellow Republicans for doing what every one of them promised.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, there's not a single one of them that I think is perfect, and I don't agree with them 100%.
Who are the people you like?
I like Mike Lee. I like Ted Cruz. I like Rand Paul on certain things, but I think he's walking to the center because he has 2016 aspirations. That's totally fine. I mean, that's what they do. They move to the center. But I really, in terms of saying out loud publicly who I like, I don't really like.
You like any of the We don't like many people. Do you like the Republican governors? Do you like Rick Perry? Do you like Bobby Jindal? Do you like Scott Walker? Do you like John Kasich? Do you like Nikki Haley?
To an extent, yeah. I like all of them to an extent. Every single one of them I can pick different issues with. You know, Scott Walker, I wish he was a little bit stronger on right to work, because that's not what happened up in Wisconsin. It was something different. I wish that Chris Christie was a little bit better on gun rights, and I wish he was a little bit better on energy policy.
I wish the economy, they keep getting downgraded in New Jersey.
And I want people to realize this is not something that's going to happen in one election cycle, as you well know. So we have to do it in incremental baby steps. This is a generational fight. Don't want Harry Reid as majority leader.
Dana Loesch, Hands Off My Gun, Defeating the Plot to Disarm America. There's the book right there. She's going to autograph it for me. Coming up next, tonight's question of the day. Straight